Doing the show by Lauderdale, Jones, Scott, and Smith, Winston, Leak, you better act right. Don't drive slow and be wild at night, 'cause you need to know that if you do, that Scotty Ray is watching you. He's everywhere, he's everywhere. That man is faster than a scalded cat. If you do something dumb, then you better run with haste. Scotty Ray's at a wreck before it ever takes place.
Yeah, good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie, and what a fast-paced world we live into. Thursday morning, and welcome to the race.
Thursday. Man, has this not flown by.
73, 74 now, depending upon where you're standing. We're going to hit a high later on about 88. Now, it will take a while, but believe it or not, it's cloudy out there now, and it will eventually clear and have some of that bright stuff by afternoon.
You'll see that bright orange ball sitting up there, shining down amongst us.
Oh, it will. It will be warm by this afternoon, so be ready for that as we begin this day. How you feeling?
Man, everything's good. Here, I got a blessing.
What kind of blessing did you get?
My mama's home.
Well, that's good.
She got out yesterday. She's been in Baptist, and they took absolutely good care of her and got her heart back on track. And Dana and Tamika, her nurses, they're taking great care out there at Brookdale and making sure. So I want to say good morning to them and putting up with me and Mama. See, I told y'all I got everything I do, honestly.
Honestly. Okay.
Yeah. She's like a party out there, too.
I bet so. We're glad she's home there. We want to bring this up. We brought it up at the end of the last show. There was an accident involving a school bus, but there's a rainbow, I guess you could say, in this.
Yeah, I mean, nothing, really no damage or anything. Everybody's fine, but it's a school bus. So when a school bus with kids or any kind of an accident whatsoever, you send fire department, you send the ambulance, you send everybody goes. It's all hands on deck no matter what. But no, everything's good. Everything's fine. Nothing to worry about and get yourself in a tizzy about.
And we think it was possibly a side swipe or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
We're glad over that. So as this day begins, how do y'all feel? We certainly hope so. We'll find out about what's going on in Clark County here in a little bit.
Something big. I don't think nothing as big as this past Sunday.
Well, that was a big one there.
That was a big one.
We were there all over the courthouse, roaming around, acting like we owned it and everything there. Cake.
It was swarmed kind of like the state capitol. We just wasn't led by the FBI.
That's true. A big deal. Boy, we had a lot of things go on yesterday that we'll be talking about throughout this morning, letting you know what they were, what it was all about in the coming. I was trying to go over here as we get this. Naked Man has just, Odie, he's been everywhere.
Is he back at it? It's starting.
The man doesn't get a lot of sleep because I got a report around 11:45 that he was out walking around, and then he was back out by 5:30 this morning. At least two, what do you call them? Sightings. Two sightings this morning.
Oh, but we haven't seen Naked Woman in a couple of years.
Well,
wonder if they got in an argument.
You didn't listen to my story a while ago, did you?
Oh, I missed it.
Well, I was talking about the woman that could have been up there with a Georgia pine yesterday afternoon. And I talked about the guy that walked over to my window.
She shucked her clothes off.
Well, she didn't actually do it that way. He walked over to my window and was telling me, he goes, man, this is bad. And so then she figured out she didn't like him and told him what she thought of him. And he said, Miss Scotty, he goes, you got $5 on you? I said, I do. He said, maybe we need to go buy her some drawers because she sure needs some. Odie, y'all, this is Meridian, Mississippi, in front of Walgreens and God and everybody. She'd just pull up her dress as the cars went by. And I told you Kirby was driving by minding his own business. I think he was going to the VFW to go sweep the floor or something. And he whooped in and he said, man, I done called the police. And I said, well, I was trying. I had my phone, but I couldn't call. And he
was live.
And some 20 minutes later, they showed up. She had wandered up toward your office by then. Maybe she was going up to see the firemen. I don't know. But she walked up the hill toward then, and she was still doing the dress.
Well, she heard that they were possibly going to do a calendar over there across the street. And she wanted to see if she could get in one of them.
I don't understand drugs and how all this happens, but that was definitely, and I made the comment. He told me, he goes, I knew that girl when she lived in Quitman. He said she was a beautiful girl. I don't know who she was, but that's where she hailed from.
You know, people say that, you know, drugs is a mental illness. It's an addiction that was brought on by that person's actions themselves in some form or fashion. Now, it could be that they were at the hospital, went to the doctor, they suffered something that caused them pain, and they got addicted to the pain. I understand there's ways there. But let me tell you, there's a lot of help out there.
Well,
a lot of help.
You can go back to high school, and you remember that group that would tamper or use drugs a little bit, and they end up being worthless in life because they got hooked on it. And then they've drained their parents, their grandparents, and everybody around them and stole anything they had. And you know what? I ain't got nothing for you. Zero. You can't help somebody like that. And I don't know the answer to it, but I'm done.
There's people who indulged as a younger age and finally grew up and says, you know, this ain't for me.
But I've seen the other side of that.
But you've seen some that ain't even stopped.
And, you know, I'm just, no, I'm not giving you, I ain't giving you no more money. Get a job.
You can't help somebody that doesn't want help.
No, you can't. And they're out there like that every day like that. And again, I know that love is tough to turn your back on someone, but at some point there's a thing called tough love that you got to go, nope, you ain't getting no more. Yeah. You got to live on the street. You got to do something. You ain't living here, and you're not taking what little bit I've got left. And so many people are caught into that. Where I was talking about their parents, they're drained because trying to help them because they love them. Love is a strange thing.
You do what you think is right, and boy, your heartstrings get tugged. You know.
I've seen people that have let their grandchildren deplete everything they have. And they're still working in their 60s and 70s to make a living.
What's the difference between them and naked man? So we have this thing called society, and you have to live within its bounds. And if you cannot live in society with your clothes on, then maybe you need to go to an institute until you can get.
And I think naked man needs to go there.
He does. Now, I'm not saying that he should be confined for the rest of his life, but I'm sure he's supposed to be on some medicine.
Yeah, he ain't taking it.
He's not taking it. Well, then you need to go somewhere that's going to make sure that you take it and stay on your medications. And if you get out, and here's your opportunity, you're good. Take your pill every morning. Join society. If you can't do that, come back in here. Now, that goes two ways because now we're taking care of them, but that's okay. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to take care of our brothers and sisters when they need the help. But to be out naked, walking around and everything.
Can't have it.
That's not it. That's not it.
Yeah, that's a What you do behind a closed door, if you want to run around with no clothes on and scare people through the curtains, that's okay. But walking down the street ain't acceptable in the South.
Boo.
Just
Don't do it at the Walmart.
Don't do it at the Walmart.
And you know, I've had this is no lie, 3 videos sent to me this week of people that just took their clothes off in Meridian and done a little dance for everybody on the street corner.
And a lot of that is drug induced. They have no clue what they've done. They went and got a hit of something, and now they're like that other girl. The fella said, "Hey, I knew her, and she was a pretty lady. Probably could have had a nice life, but she hit that bottom." And I don't know what it's going to take to get them out, if you can ever get them out.
Are they homeless?
Who knows?
Don't have a clue.
Possibly, but do I know? I don't. I can't say for sure. It was just a tough scene there.
And we've got to do something about our homeless population here.
Yeah. Oh, it's rough. That's going to fall on a mayor that will be elected in June. More on the way as we begin this day together.
We welcome you to a new vehicle buying experience here at Doc's Toyota. Buying a new vehicle doesn't have to be stressful, but don't just take our word for it.
This was the best experience I've ever had buying a vehicle.
Doc's employees are top-notch.
I drove 2 hours, not once, but twice, to purchase 2 vehicles with a 5-month time frame.
Doc's delivers competitive pricing, a comprehensive selection, and flexible financing options, helping you get on the road from Carthage, Meridian, and beyond. There's a reason why there's no deal like a Doc's deal.
If every time the wind blows you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike Reed has years of experience dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, will travel. As the seasons change, so do your clothes, and Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Haybo shirts, long and short sleeve, also Hulk shirts, and America's favorite brand, Carhartt, whether you need work pants or slacks for church. And nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need to keep you dry in those wet conditions. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian. And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. We do hope your morning is going well. Well, hey, Mississippi Power had to get up.
Uh-oh.
And they brought along their friends over to the Meridian Fire Department last night.
Well, were they going to eat breakfast?
No, they had to go check on a house. This is Mill Street, just you know where Kia is. If you go down B Street, it would be a home that was struck by a tree last night, Odie. As we pulled this up there, fire department came out and the tree was struck by that. This wind, and we want to warn you again, yesterday, Sophie, my big dog, opened up the door before we go to the bathroom. She looked at me like, have you lost your mind? Do you think I'm really going out there? I can't hear. We have horrible winds right now. And if you sit in a home with a tree that's doing this all day, y'all move to another room because you can get hurt. We don't want that to happen, but it's going to be windy, and the next thing that comes with wind that you don't do, Odie, is what?
You don't burn.
There you are.
That fire will spread.
I bet you aced that ACT test.
I sure did. I got a 36 out of 35.
36 out of 35. They told me we're gonna forget you even dropped by. We're just gonna hold this one.
Yeah. Go right on ahead. Well, talking about spreading the fire, we'll talk about that when that story. We're not gonna jump off into it right yet, but we've got a great video that will show you how a wind can push a fire.
We do. Let's go to Clark County. There was, as you mentioned, there was a lot going on. What in the world do y'all have happening down there?
Well, the Clark County Chamber of Commerce has been busy since the first of the year, and I'm the only one crazy enough to come and get on TV.
This early?
This early, yeah.
Miss Rhonda Kelly, by the way, with the Clark County Chamber of Commerce. What do y'all got going on?
Well, we're starting this Saturday, but you telling me we're going to have rain, so it's probably going to be delayed. But we're starting our Diane Holloman Memorial Farmers Market. Miss Diane was a secretary for the chamber. She was a big asset to Clark County. She worked tirelessly. And we just felt it fitting, since she came up with the farmers market, to name it after her when she passed.
Now, the good news is the showers don't start until after 2 o'clock.
Awesome.
So you can get all that going in the morning.
Well, that will be fine then, because this will be from 8 in the morning until 1 o'clock.
Perfect. You couldn't ask for anything better, could you?
Yeah.
But Miss Diane, let me tell you something, y'all. As she talks about Miss Diane, as a young man, I grew up in her house. She was like a second mother to me. Bradley, her son, and I roamed the streets of Clark County, equipping in that 71 Ford F-150, 3 on the tree. Everywhere we went, we had a lot of fun there.
And you talk about them people that do that now.
Yeah, I sure do.
Yeah.
Good people. I mean, she was Stanley, the whole family, and she done so much for Clark County.
She did.
This is a way to remember her.
She was a wonderful young lady, and her family is still there. We just want to hold up her memory through this. But it'll start this Saturday morning at 8 a.m. and go to 1 p.m. And we're going to have it 3 times this year. We're going to do April the 5th, May the 3rd, and June the 7th before it gets too hot for anybody to be out there. Yeah. We've got fruits and vegetables coming, landscape trees and shrubs. We have herbs, locally grown beef that's frozen, and they're going to be there to sell it. Homemade baked goods, local honey, swings, rockers, snow cones, soaps and bath salts, jewelry, candles, all kinds of crafts, and live entertainment.
Oh, you singing again down there?
Well, I was going to go hum in the background.
Come on,
Yeah.
we'll let you sing.
I think I get on stage about 1:30.
I'll be your backup.
All right, that'll work.
So it all begins there. We got entertainment and again, the farmer's market. It's so good to pull all that together. Now, where at in equipment?
We're going to have it on Main Street. Since the depot is now under a renovation project, we've had to move out of the depot. We're over in an office next to the mayor's office now. It's where the chamber is, across from the courthouse.
Yeah, I know where you are.
And but we've since they're doing that, we're just going to be at the end of Main Street.
Down on Main Street.
Yeah.
Man, that's going to be great.
It is.
Yeah, we've got so much stuff this year that we've got playing. We've got the River Run, July the 26th. We've got Clark Fest coming up September the 27th.
Oh, yeah.
The holiday, Main Street holiday market's coming up in December, and along with our Christmas parade, and then we'll start all over.
In the Christmas parade this year, we're going to do our very best to get there on that.
Well, you need to be.
We were going last year. We're going to pull it off some way, somehow.
We're going to do it no matter what. Oh, Michael Ray's out of the shower. Michael Ray, put your clothes on before you walk out the door.
We'll be doing a news story about you later.
Yeah, Ann's probably taking her shower now. Same thing. Y'all get your clothes off before y'all try and go to work. Oh, Ann retired. She can't go to work.
Oh, did she? Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Ain't that like a
Enjoy
little retirement
life.
there?
Yeah, that'd be. Sybil said the ones you see walking around public are the ones you really don't want to see walking around public.
She's right. There's been such an abundance of this. Odie's been thinking about starting a nudist beach in our area.
There's one for sale up north. I was asking for it.
Odie, you have to have water to do that.
Well,
you're gonna have a beach. There's got to be an ocean somewhere.
We could put up a high fence, charge them by the hour.
We joke about this, but y'all, there's really the people pay to go do that.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
And there is one for sale.
Odie checked into it. He's trying to make money.
They just want too much.
No, is that what the problem was?
We were sitting on some rocks on a beach in Hawaii, looking this way, and everything was gorgeous. People were out there enjoying themselves, and then we looked this way, and I'm going, they ain't got no clothes on.
But and you say that Australia is one of those countries where to them it's they're taught it's okay.
It's natural.
Yeah.
We went to Portugal and they had a topless beach, and that was everywhere. Every beach was a topless beach.
Odie like never came home.
Sunburns has got to be horrible.
I kept looking at that ship, going, "Ooh, I could get in trouble."
Y'all so bad.
Again, give us those times of what's going on in Clark County to be there for the farmers market.
This Saturday, it's going to be from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., and it's going to be on Main Street. There you go down the Main Street right there in front of the courthouse.
Can't miss it.
You can't miss it. We're right there, and it's just, we've got several vendors that are going to be there. If you want to be a vendor, you get a free space. That we don't charge for the spaces. So,
oh, wow.
Come be with us. Call Leon at the chamber office at 601-776-5.
She's close. She almost got that last digit.
Almost. Well, call the chamber and speak to
Bob said there's a job opportunity because there's plenty of land around our choosing.
Yeah, there is. Kind of empty.
And I want to say good morning to Bob and his wife Felicia. Amy and I went and met him and his wife for lunch yesterday, and had a great time with them. And boy, you talking about quick?
He's quick.
Oh yeah, he's already come up with 3 things before he can type one of them out.
Debbie said there's one in Connecticut called Moon Beach.
Oh wow!
What an appropriate name.
One in Idaho. Most of the times when somebody wants to sell something, they want an arm and a leg. This place wanted 2 pair of pants and a shirt.
We talked about the wind. We had that little minor school bus thing yesterday. Yeah, I put this up yesterday. Now, again, this was also one of those with no injuries. Today, again, wind is going to be bad. A tree blew down on Highway 35 South. School bus came along, couldn't stop. hit it. No kids were injured, and we don't.
Good.
Just be extremely careful. If you see a tree, call and report it to whatever area you're in by 911, because we don't want a school bus
or just them.
Yeah, or a little lady getting hurt. We don't want any of that. So
we got a call one day at the office, and he told me, he goes, look, he said, I just didn't want to call 911 first. I'm going to call y'all. He said, there's a tree down, or not down, but it's leaning, and it's leaning real bad, and it looks like it's going to fall, and it's not in a real good place. So I went and looked at it, and I said, okay, maybe it was just leaning. Well, no, it was almost on its last little leg there. But the bad part was it was going to take out 2 rows of power lines when it fell. So it could have really been bad. You could have fallen on top of someone and then turned around.
Are we remembering
power out.
Yesterday when there were 3,100 people without power in Collinsville? Tree fell. Did y'all see that? And started a little fire there.
Yeah, it took out our power to half. We didn't find out till we got home.
3,100 people. It was big. I was getting a lot of calls. When they gonna come back? Oh, please be nice to those people over to MEPA.
Bert said, Mama, it's hot up in here. The air conditioner was off for a little while.
That's tough.
Poor Bert.
Terry said there's a nudist camp in Murfreesboro, and we have a lot of people that watch from Murfreesboro.
We do.
Tennessee.
We do.
And she says she's heard tell of there one being there. I'm going to have to call cousin. I'm going to have to call my cousin up there and check this out. Tammy, where are you? I need you to be a field reporter
I'm at the
for
camp.
me. See if Tammy will blend in for me and bring us back on the spot report.
Well, I mean, you can't hide a body camera.
No. We'll be right back.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical. 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
Hi, folks. Paul Brown with Dixie Buildings. We're here to take care of all your building needs for your personal and your business needs. That includes portable buildings, carports, sheds. Don't forget your hunting camps are coming in. You can start out with our 8x10s. If we cannot haul it, we can build it for you on site. We have 2 locations, one on Highway 19 South and our home office just around the corner on Long Creek Road. Just give us a call at 601-483-4943.
Advanced Auto Glass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, auto glass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPel windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in auto glass repair. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
And welcome back, your friend Scotty Ray. Boy, all the eyes. What do we got now?
Well, Debbie said she's got an idea. She said I could put some of those glasses with the cameras in them and take that to the camp.
I've heard of that. The Google ones.
Yeah.
It was some guy that got in trouble that done some crime that had those not long ago. That's the last time I've heard them brought up.
Well,
to get some in my Ray-Bans.
I'm surprised y'all don't already have them.
Well, I got body cameras, but I don't have that. Just never know when you'll be attacked by someone.
You have to have a pair to keep up with them.
I do tend to lose things. Where is it?
Around your neck? Oh, yeah.
I have shown up somewhere with 3 pair of glasses. And then going, where they at?
One in your pocket, one around your neck, and one on your head.
It happens.
Stuck on his hat.
Yeah, stuck on his hat.
Whynot, Mississippi was the place. This is one of those things you just don't see every day. A fire in Whynot. Okay, that's kind of normal, but not this type. Let's go here and take a look here as we go straight to this. And you think, what's a forest fire? Well, yes, but more to it.
That's not where it started from.
We're going to pause this once it reaches this. Y'all look at this.
Great day.
That, my friends, is a railroad service truck.
Service truck, yeah.
We don't know how many people it'll fit, but it's a bunch.
It's a big one.
It carries railroad ties is what that does, and completely caught on fire last night and then would spread to the woods. Look at that. As you'll see, it jumped out into the woods there and just it was quick.
And it didn't take long to get in there. One thing that was good about it is somebody's really raising those pines and taking care of them, and it didn't have a whole lot of fuel that was on the ground.
That's right.
And that saved that fire from spreading a lot. But wind blew that pretty quick over there to the trees. So
if you were wondering why you heard so many of the lights, sirens headed that way last night, Whynot, that was it. Right past Whynot Motorsports Park is where you would find that.
And I tell you, them old boys over there, they got to that pretty quick, got that truck out real quick, and then it didn't take them long to get it. Causeyville responded with some tankers and manpower, and they were Johnny on the spot out there last night.
You're right, Arnold. Three cell phones requires 3 pair of glasses. I do carry about that many. You never know when you'll need a backup.
That's right.
We had a horrible accident yesterday. When I arrived on scene, I didn't know that it would turn out the way it did. And let me pick this up. I got 2 different videos that I want to show on this. As I arrived, Metro Ambulance was on scene. And as this spins around, Odie, this will be, as you see the fire department here, there's just tons of them. Back behind this home, there would be a guy that was working for a living. He was doing some work on a tree, cutting it down or limbing it, one or the other. I'm not sure exactly which one he was doing, but the tree would fall on him, Odie. And wow. As I stood there, as they brought him out, and they were giving him resuscitation, trying to get him going, and he was rushed to an area hospital. And as we would later find out, he didn't make it. Sad news. He passed away from the injuries that he got from that tree falling on him. And again, I think it was a limb that it was either cut. You know how they'll bounce back on you?
Yeah. It
bounced back on him, and again, he would later die at a local hospital from those injuries. And wow, just a bad situation there. Again, everybody that was there on scene did their absolute best to help him, bring him back, and it couldn't be done. And so we heartfelt emotion on that story there. It's just tough when things like that happen.
That's definitely prayers for that family.
Be careful. And did the wind play a part of it? Your regular cutting, did the wind catch it and throw it? It could have, because yesterday was very windy also. Yeah. Today, if you can, just stay away from trees, period, today. Because it can cause issues there. We have the identity now released on this. If you'll remember this, let me show this. This was, how many days ago? This was Monday. Monday, wasn't it?
I believe it was Monday. Yeah.
Wow. Meridian Police were on the scene here. Here's the railroad tracks. If you go to the right up through here, up toward Walmart, as you're going up the hill, there's the cookout, and there's like a little bridge, and this man would be under that. He was found sitting in a chair, deceased, and they have released his name. Michael Duell. He was 48 years young. 48. We send condolences to family members on that. A tough situation there.
Yeah.
And as we just kind of conclude that stuff there, I know we had a death yesterday also at a local hotel. It was a 33-year-old male that died. That was found deceased in a motel, 33 years young, and life is precious, y'all.
Very precious. We never know when the Lord's going to tell us to come home.
That's right.
We're on His timeline, and He's the only one that knows.
Don't be getting on that Amtrak. I don't want to get on that no time soon.
Like that old guy that was on the airplane, I'm not flying with you. He says, yeah, but when it's your turn, it's your turn. He said, yeah, but God might think it's your turn, and I don't know how to fly this thing.
I'm with you on that. I have that. I thoroughly believe in 2 pilots at all times, whether it's a private-owned plane or whatever it is. I think there needs to be 2 people in there that can take over. Because you think old dude goes, hey, come on up in my plane.
Yeah.
He conks out at about 30,000. What's going to happen?
I'm going to find me some water somewhere and bail out. I don't know where the airplane's going to go.
I'm not sure it works as good as what you see on the movies where all right, do you see the lever on the left hand?
Yeah.
Does that really work?
If you've got somebody calm enough,
I would not be.
You could probably talk them down.
Who's got nerves of steel like that when you're 36,000 feet in the air?
Yeah, it's kind of like
you're
airplane.
falling
You know, if they've
fast.
got that blow up pilot, we might be all right.
But if you've never touched a plane, that would be pretty tough. I've sat over there in that right seat and watched it, but trust me, that don't make me qualified.
There's too many buttons over there.
It's a bunch, and I know there's another button, a little dial that if you take your thumb and go up with it, it'll make the plane go to whatever altitude that says. I know that much.
Well, I got my pilot's license, but we didn't study all them buttons.
There's another button that lets that landing gear out.
And I got to find it.
Now, planes have automatic pilots. Why don't they have automatic landers?
I don't know the answer to that.
You know, you would think they've got everything should be GPS marked, and you got your height. And
have you been talking to our Tesla guy? Is that how you say it? Tesla.
You're getting better.
Have you been talking to him?
Sure he's got it.
I'm sure they're working on that unmanned airplane thing.
Yeah,
Would be
sure
any more
he has.
strikes, would it?
No.
It would nip it in the bud, as
He
Barney
said,
would
well,
say.
never mind. We get this computer to work for y'all. Y'all can now join the unemployment line.
I say that jokingly, but we are headed that way one day. It may not be mine in your lifetime, but there will be planes that take and land that are done automatically by computer that will take out that human error.
Look at the unmanned aircraft going on now. And, you know, here's the thing. Do you know what university is way ahead of everybody else on unmanned aircraft, on the design and everything else, implementation?
East Mississippi Junior College.
Close. You had the Mississippi part right.
Oh, where's
Mississippi State University.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
Susan, she is doing good. My daughter's doing better. She's still got a long road ahead, but she is doing better. Still needs prayers, but thank you so much. Thank you so much. And then all you women out there, take time. Give yourself examination, and if you feel something that doesn't feel right, please go to the doctor and get that checked out. Get your mammogram done once a year to make sure, because that can save your life, and we all want you around.
Have you ever participated in a timeshare in any, like, I know that you used to, Smoky Mountains come rent this, and we don't really know the details of this, but somebody's up in jail. They got, in another country, they bought into a timeshare. And some type of argument started of they owed $100,000 and they refused to pay it. It was done with a credit card and then canceled. And so they decided they were going to go on down there to their timeshare. They landed and whoop, they were taken into cuffs, and they are in jail and begging Trump to get them out. That country didn't put up with that.
Well, I mean, you
Mexico.
signed the papers.
I'm not sure if the cartel owned the timeshare or not, but they're not real happy about this.
Well,
this is a real thing. They are in jail, and here's a picture of them there.
I hate it for you, but if you signed up and
had they not gone back to
pay,
Mexico, they would have been arrested.
all right.
But
Those things are easy to get into, but hard to get out of.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
They even have attorneys now that specialize in how to get rid of your timeshare.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you really ever own it?
No, you never own it. You only
own a piece
one
of
week
it.
a month. I mean,
Yeah.
1 week a year can be yours, but you pay all these high prices.
Wouldn't it be better just to go rent one for the week?
Yeah.
Or buy your own?
But then you're limited on what week.
Yeah, you have to choose. Yeah, not for me.
No, I mean, I just don't understand it. But it's kind of like you get a prescription to smoke some of that Mary J. Warner over here. That's the United States, not these other countries. And then we go to another country and get in trouble, and they go, but I got a prescription. That's a state prescription. It's still illegal federally.
Yeah.
That prescription's only good for that particular state. And then, of course, here we go. Get the United States to go bail us out.
I'm trying to find a good, nice way of wording this. Do you call them ladies of the evening? Would you call it that?
Okay, well, that would
a lady of the evening. And let's say a participant, along with the lady of the evening, went for some services and said, you know, I really didn't like that. It wasn't good as I thought it was going to be. She shot him. He wanted a refund, and she said no.
Do you blame her?
San Francisco. It even gets worse. The she was not really a she. He was a he that was pretending to be a she.
Well,
And then she stole his Corvette.
What's his name? Dundee told you how to check for all of that.
He didn't do the check.
Hey, that's your own fault again. We need a driver's license and
as Jackie Gleason would say, what's the world coming to?
Ain't that the truth?
We'll be right back.
For something as vital as your eyes.
Celebrating our 7th anniversary, Al's Garden and Gift is excited to share the beautiful colors of spring with you. Beautiful bedding and vegetable plants, hanging baskets, roses, ferns, shrubs, and fruit trees to help you enjoy the season. Spruce up lawn and flower beds with fresh sod, mulch, soils, and pine straw. Then brighten your day with unique gifts, candles, gourmet food items, flags, wind chimes, planters, fountains, custom wreaths, and so much more. Spring is here at Al's Garden and Gift. Bloom with happiness.
The selection is always changing at Massey Supermart Auto Sales with low mileage cars and trucks. How about a Z71 2500 HD? Or maybe you're looking for the Ford F-150 with lots of leg room in it. Plenty of SUVs like the Explorer for the family. Or if you're looking for a gas saver to go back and forth to work, come by and see the mini cars like this Nissan.
The low profit dealer, Massey Supermart.
At Pettit Jewelers in Philadelphia, Mississippi, trust Nicole with your priceless heirloom jewelry. With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue, the best in fine barbecue.
Welcome back.
Hey, here we go.
A term I've never heard before, he-she's. That's like a whole new group of people. We dub it. We remember that. He-she's.
Yeah, he-she.
I don't think
it's
God
kind of like a
created
Hershey's,
those.
isn't it?
Well, you can get some Hershey out.
On to other things. Let's talk about the VA.
So what'd they do?
They've uncovered some illegal spending is where we are as we look at this. $380,000 a month for website repairs. $380,000 to the VA. Again, that.
A month.
Elon has busted this up. And again, and I brought this up earlier this morning. Is Elon leaving? I don't know. There is talk that Elon is going to be stepping down.
From Doge?
Yeah, it officially hasn't come from Trump's word, but he hinted at it that he has about concluded his work and will go back to the civilian way of life. We'll see.
Well,
$380 a month there. So we'll see. It's more and more. We just don't know how much money has been wasted in the U.S. of A. We had a boo-boo yesterday.
Oh.
Your package was a little bit late as we go to I-20. What's that out there? Oh, it's a car involved with it. A little fender bender there.
A little fender bender. Very, very minor injuries. In fact, I mean, they went for observation, but that was it.
All right, if I'm looking at this right, this little fence here kept that car from going across there, did it not?
Well.
Or did it jump?
No, it all started on the eastbound, which is there on the right. And they came through the mud, and the car had kind of lost control and then put on brakes abruptly in front of the 18-wheeler. And the 18-wheeler
gave it a little shove.
And they went riding through the dirt. It came to a stop right there. And the fence is designed to keep them from going in the other lane. But if you'll look, they were an inch away from even hitting that cable.
So it never actually. Let me go back and look at that. You're right. But it would have stopped it.
Yep. And that could have saved another accident if something was to happen. That could have been different if we hadn't had all this rain and that ditch wasn't as muddy as it was, wasn't as wet. Very lucky. All parties was very lucky. He had to the camera in there that recorded the whole incident, and it was a scary moment.
I bet so. What was that song they used to have? No parking on the dance floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't park this here or there either. As we go out, whoop, kind of upside down.
That's like a twist and shout.
That must be front wheel drive because I don't see any drive shafts up underneath there.
No.
Like an episode of the Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
Ruh-roh.
Oh, Ann's got her vest on.
I see Ann. Look at there. Metro ambulance there. And again, there was no major injuries, some minor injuries involved with that. But it ain't so minor if you're the one going over in that slow motion inside there.
Ooh, yeah.
If you've ever been in an incident ever in your life, and it is, you can hear things squealing, and it's slow motion as it comes about.
Wow. Yeah.
I was in the right lane one time back in South Carolina when I lived there.
Yeah.
Snowy morning. I was going to work, and I was in the right lane, hit some black ice, and started spinning. I spun that truck all the way through the median to the left lane on the other side and backed in like I had backed in at work.
Scared you, didn't it?
Scared me to death. My highway patrolman, he was off duty. He stopped and he said, "I didn't know who Keith was, but I was taking you to him."
Accidents, I'm telling you, they're out there. Be careful, buckle up. Hey, I meant to show this yesterday morning. There was a high-speed chase early, I think it was yesterday morning. It was a motorcycle. And they're fast as greased lightning. And I thought we'd share this with you. As it screamed by with the highway patrols and other divisions of Popo following this. As let's hit play on this. He gone.
He gone. They gone, and they're doing what? 50. And it was. Yeah.
Those and it'll be one that I don't think he's got the police interceptor. Going to bring up the rear here in a second. He got up to I think 60, trying to stay in the chase here. He's coming.
Got cut off. They didn't put the programmer on his ride.
he still ain't caught up. There's another car coming somewhere here.
I think I can.
There he goes. Bless it.
Do they not teach driver's ed in school anymore?
No. Well, I don't know if they do or not, but I know you don't have to
even take a test anymore.
Well, you got to take a written test, but you don't have to drive.
Yeah, there is no parallel parking whatsoever.
That's been gone for a while.
Wow. No wonder the streets are as bad as they are.
I got to meet this nice family this week. They were as sweet as they could be. They were starting school in Demopolis, and they were in town shopping to get some items for the kids. Very, very nice. I had a nice time meeting them. We always enjoy that. Always stop and talk to us no matter where we are because we like to talk to you. EMEP, we were joking about the power being out, about 3,100 people yesterday. Here it is. This is what happened. Let me zoom in on that. That's a big old tree. It just kind of boop.
Yeah.
That resembles you at 500 yards there, Odie.
Yeah, but that wasn't.
Okay.
But it could be mistaken. But no, it wasn't that.
But that's what happened yesterday, and how easily your power can be taken out. And now, and let me say this again about wind. I keep telling you, move away if something's overhanging your house. Look back at this picture. If that falls on your house, that is coming through it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
it's heavy.
Some damage.
And so, please, when these heavy wind days, stay away from a room that's got that on it. We don't want you hurt there, because
Ernie and Bert.
Well, there was a challenge out at Collinsville First Baptist. They were raising money to help the folks that were affected by Tylertown there, in the tornadoes.
Yeah.
And the youth directors made a bet that if they raised money, they'd wear these beautiful shirts. And well, the kids raised the money. And this is the normal picture here, and then they had to wear those shirts. But they raised it was a great program there. That is Ernie and Bert, isn't it? A fun time, and it helped somebody.
Yeah, and it was for a great cause. That is awesome.
Helped out somebody. I'm so glad. And this was the scene all around, everywhere from Clark County, Wayne County. It was everywhere like this. Trees. I got several of these. Here's another one here. This was Chapel Hill Drive. That wasn't as big, but still it'd do a little damage there if you got up amongst your car there. So let's see. And I'm sure this is not over today. This is Poplar Springs Drive. They're doing a little work there on the edge of the road there, and you got that hill. Be careful through there. A lot of traffic in that area there.
Slow down. They don't slow down. But just be cautious going back and forth.
And I don't know if everybody's noticed, there's been a larger police presence here lately. I think they got a traffic division out writing tickets now. So
well, I mean, you can make enough money to double your force with no cost out of pocket for the taxpayers. From what the tickets could be, man.
Well, if I ain't mistaken, isn't a traffic ticket now like $200?
Yeah, it's on up there.
No, it's not what it used to be.
Yeah. No,
it's on up there. Something to keep in mind there of watching those speeds, because that is expensive, so to speak.
Oof, it gets it. Yep.
Again, let me recap what we had earlier. We did have a bus accident earlier in Lauderdale County. Nobody was injured. And that's a great thing. A bus kind of sideswiped. Everybody okay. Nobody hurt is the good news there if you're getting word of this left and right there of something happening there. Coming up, we got more on the way. Scotty Ray Report. J&J Tire and Muffler, located at 3420 8th Street, invites you by. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes, with the largest selection of new and used tires, along with exhaust systems. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian.
When it comes to enhancing your outdoor experience, you need a companion that can keep up. The Kubota RTV 850 Sidekick at Parrish is your ultimate utility vehicle for every adventure. From the deer camp, trail riding, or just working on the farm, the Sidekick delivers powerful performance and versatility. These units start at $15,499 cash and have a $2,000 rebate. Financing is available as low as $285 a month.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line, energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family-owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 145 South in Meridian.
For all your garage doors and replacement windows,
call Patrick Allen Companies. Safety, service, satisfaction.
Welcome back. Your friend Scotty Ray caught Odie drinking coffee right in the month there.
Yeah.
I'm still on mine. I don't know how many months we'll stare at this billboard that's still up, but that's around town. It caught my eye as I was passing by, and as we look at this, it was a landslide victory for Percy Bland. If you haven't seen the numbers, we posted that there. Percy Bland led the election at 2673, Smith at 822, Rita Jack 295, and Ty Bell coming in last there with 187 votes. Crime and, well, leadership is needed, and that was in our survey. We put that there, and one of the questions were, why are you voting for this person? Leadership was the number one thing that people chose is why they were voting their way.
So it wasn't just go on there and vote for who?
Yeah,
so
we had three parts. Yeah, we had three parts to it there, and that leadership was a big one there. And there's a lot of things that is considered leadership that go into being a leader. There's a lot. Y'all keep that in mind when you cast a ballot every time you vote. Can they balance their own checkbook? Number one. That is a big thing there. What do you know about this person?
All right, do you go as far as say, all right, you've got to show us a proof of a credit report?
I don't think they'll ever pass that. Would I like to see that? Yeah, I would, but I don't think they'll ever do that.
And would it make a difference? Would y'all out there like for, and maybe not the actual number, is it at least good and you can prove it through someone? You know, I mean, I'm not saying
next thing is let's put police records out. How many times have you been arrested? I think that y'all just don't know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that is hidden behind the scenes that people have been put in cuffs, and they don't need to be leading you. That is not what I look for in a leader. From domestic violence to whatever the case may be, that does not need to be a part of your portfolio there. My thoughts. Now, have there been incidents where somebody was accused of something and they didn't do it? Yes.
Well, now, were you charged and prosecuted?
Correct.
If you're innocent, then you're innocent. That's no bearing.
That's
nothing,
right.
Whatever the case may be. If a court found you innocent, then that's wiped out. That's gone.
It is.
But if you were found guilty, that should be out there.
Right. And if there's videos on Facebook of you doing stuff you shouldn't.
Yeah. Had to come back to you.
It seems to haunt them, but just a little bit there.
But $200 in a junkyard.
Coming up, don't forget this. We've got that runoff April the 22nd, and then we'll be followed by the general election June the 3rd.
Yeah. Double on the 22nd. We got the runoffs for the City of Meridian and the runoff for House District 82. Going to be two different, in some instances, two different polling places that you've got to go. But these are your leaders for the next 4 years. 2 years for the House. This is a filling a vacancy left by Charles Young Jr. But that's 2 years. But this is still leading your future and the decisions made at the state level and here at the local level.
You got Greg Elliott, and then you've also going to have Joe Norwood running for that.
And then his son, Joseph Norwood, is going to be on the runoff ballot here. So that's pretty neat that father and son, two different elections, two different places.
And Odie, I don't know how that's going to turn out. I really don't. I couldn't even begin to guess how some of these runoffs are going to be. They're going to be tight. And when I say tight, because I do feel there's going to be low voter turnout for the runoff. And
Ebony Kelly, how are you? Good morning. Yeah, say what's up.
Now, as we go back to Clark, y'all got something else going on in Clark County, don't you?
We do. July the 26th, which is just, it'll be here before we know it. July the 26th. That we're going to have our River Fun Run. You grab a canoe, go down the Chickasahey River. When you pull in, after you've done your canoeing, pull in, we'll have lunch ready for you. There'll be prizes to give away. They have a $250 cash prize plus other prizes. Last year, I think we gave a brand new canoe away that was donated to us. And we just have a really good time. It's a fun time to just relax and float down the river and not think about anything but what you see. And the sun beating down on you.
And the sun, that's right.
So
that's where y'all need to get Barry on a canoe.
We're going to do that. We're going to find a way to get him on the water this year, and make that happen. It's getting time to go back down to the beach, and it's not going to be right. Barry doesn't come with us, so. We're going to figure a way to get him down there on the water.
Well, if this is something you want to do, the Chamber of Commerce puts it on every year. Call Leon, our secretary at the Chamber office at 601-776-5701. Sign up for the farmers market if you want to. There'll be food there. There'll be all kinds of stuff to look at and buy and take home. And then the fun run coming up in July, it costs $35 to enter. And you just have a fun day.
You want it?
Oh, never mind. No, go ahead. Oops.
He asked me a question. I don't know what he asked me yet.
Well, I disturbed everything. We'll wait. No, so I mean, big days, big times, lots of events coming on down in Clark County, and
we'd love to have y'all come down in September for our Clark Fest. We'd love to have Odie and Cowboy over here come down and spend the day with us. And
the redneck Batman.
Always so much going on there. Be careful out there today as we get up. And remind you, we do have severe weather, the possibility of that coming in on Saturday as we look at this. late in the evening, Saturday during the day should be good, and it'll be those late evening hours as we'll bump to a level 2 to a level 3 in there. Jackson, Vicksburg, west of here is already a level 3. We will be keeping you up to date as this comes across there as we get near it. And that's on the way there.
Yep.
Let's face it, accidents are going to happen. If a deer jumps out in front of your car, go see my friends and professionals at Chet's Paint and Body Shop in Center Hill. Chet can help you navigate through this confusing world of insurance by providing photo estimates to insurance companies and the right to choose the body shop of your choice. From a minor scratch to a major collision, Chet has you covered. Chet offers quality repairs by trained and certified technicians with a lifetime warranty on all repairs. That's Chet's Paint and Body Shop.
Looking for a deal you can't pass up? Right now, drive off in a quality used car for just $299 down and only $299 a month here at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Meridian. That's right, good reliable cars packed with features at a price you'll love. $299 down, $299 a month. Look, I'm not kidding. This is a real offer that our customers have taken advantage of for years now. Come see us today, Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian.
Philadelphia Gun & Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun & Pawn.
Wow, we
Welcome
learn
back.
stuff every day.
Let's talk about this. This is one of those things of where you're trying to get all your junk together on Saturday and you just can't get there because it closes a little early. There's been a change, hasn't it?
It has, and each county road and bridge department has the satellite locations, has dumpsters out there. Now the operations, you see the times out that way from 7 to 3:30 during the week. Saturday from 9 to 5 p.m. Here's the thing, the gates are open and you're allowed to go in and unload your trailer and all that, and depending on what you got, they could possibly help if they got people. But if the gate's closed during the time that it says that they'll be open, that means that the dumpster is full and they cannot take any more rubbish at that time. This is not for your household trash that you would throw away, your old regular old kitchen trash. That type of garbage needs to go out to your blue can and be picked up that way. This is for your rubbish if you're remodeling, if you're doing some work around the house with trees and stuff like that. This is not for a business. If you are a contractor, a construction company, and you are going out and you're getting paid to remodel a home, then you have to pay to get rid of that rubbish. That stuff is for you to do. This is for individual homeowner taxpayers of Lauderdale County to be able to take their bulk item trash, their white goods, your old refrigerator stuff that you're doing to the dump. And that's a service that our tax dollars provide us. But if it's closed during working hours, that means that the dumpster is full and you have to wait until they can get it dumped and cleaned back out.
You can't just throw it on the ground, is what you're saying?
You can, but them cameras is going to get you, and you will get, the garbologist will come see you, old Oscar 1, and then you'll have to go in front of Nick.
Oh, well, there you go. This I need to check to see if they're still planning to have this due to inclement weather later in the evening on Saturday there, but this is planned to be happening this weekend with Lost Gap. This is a rescheduled event that could possibly be affected by the weather. We're going to check with them and make sure everything's still a go on that.
Make sure it's a go. Now, I believe it was Debbie that brought up, why did I say that on the 22nd you may be going to two different polling places? And that is the House of Representatives to fill the vacancy. Special election is ran by the county. This city municipal election is held by the city. They're in charge of it. So you've got a city office from the mayor all the way to your council, and then you've got a state seat that's being filled. So two different voting bodies governing bodies, and they incorporate 2 different districts. So that's why you'll be going to most likely 2 different places to catch your boat.
This is going to be big. Loose Caboose coming up April the 12th. That's one of the biggest things, one of the biggest car shows that you'll see around happening there at the Loose Caboose. I always look forward to that.
Yeah.
We
Good
go over
place.
and eat some sausage dogs every year. We have fun with that, don't we?
Man, we do. And lots of people. Bring your walking shoes. You're going to need it to see all the cars.
I was looking at this. The downtown today, MSU is having blooms and scoops as we look at this.
So you put flowers in your ice cream?
Well, I was looking at this from Bully here, and this is what old Bully's got there. Let's zoom in on that. City Meridian posted that. It's going to happen this afternoon from 12 until 2 at the MSU Meridian Courtyard. Also tonight, they're going to be having over at the Children's Museum an Easter egg hunt there. So find out about all of that, what's going on there at the Children's Museum. They always have something fun for kids to be a part of.
Activities going on there. That museum it stays pretty busy. They do have high numbers at that one. Yeah, man. All right, so we are getting, as of now, the Lost Gap Fire Department car show is still on for Saturday.
All right, appreciate it, Wayne.
So, yep,
there we go.
And malarkey.
Ugly word there.
Well,
ugly word.
Ain't no telling.
Yeah, can't don't know what to say about that one there.
Everybody's got fans.
Lord have mercy there. They are working to repair this bridge. You know, this road work has been going on over in Marion for the longest. Larry Gill was talking about how quickly they're trying to get this repaired because it does interfere. This is Old Country Club East. It should be opening up very soon. Before long, they've been doing all repairs they could to get this back and operating once again there. This is coming up at the end of the show, and as always, we've got some birthdays.
Is it already there?
It's his birthday time.
Beth Rouse has got a birthday today. Happy birthday, Beth. And Brandy Jones Etheridge, 47. Thought it might have been a little higher, but we see 47 out there. Brandy, happy birthday. Chris Simpson hit the big 5-0. Chad and Kim Scruggs hit 33 years together. Courtney Terrell and Beverly Stanwood has birthdays today. Happy birthday and happy anniversary to two of my good friends there. So good deal.
All right, Wayne said that car show 12 till 4 for them coming up on Saturday. And again, what time does all the events happen in Clark County on Saturday?
Saturday, they start at 8 in the morning, go to 1 p.m., and it's going to be on Main Street. It's something you don't want to miss. We've got close to 30 vendors coming in.
Oh, that's a lot. Man.
Yeah, and we've got a good chamber, Scotty Ray. I'm proud to be a part of the chamber. I'm proud to be their events chairman. And because Clark County and Quitman, Pachuta, Enterprise, Stonewall, all the towns and the communities are part of our chamber, and we want everybody down there to know that it's not just a Quitman place to be. It's we're there. Chamber's there for everybody, and we want you to come and be a part of it. If you love living in Clark County and like to see things going on down there, come be a part of the chamber.
Come on down Saturday morning. Thank you so much for coming in, Miss Rhonda Kelly, who's been our guest this morning from Clarkus County.
Clarkus County.
Fun.
Help me with this one because we got a birthday for Faith. How do you pronounce that? Shalashi?
That's pretty close.
I'm sorry if I made that. Happy birth to you, Faith. Anyway, I hope I did not mess that up way too much.
Tell me if you've ever heard of this guy. And, you know, I've never been accused of keeping up with music that's not country. Who's claiming to be country.
Well, he's got a cowboy hat on.
He does. That'll make you a cowboy, though. Rumors out. Warren Zeters, you ever heard of him?
No, I can't.
I ain't either, but they say that he's supposed to be that. And they're calling him one of the sexiest men in country music right now. Let's show him with the hat. What do you think there, Odie? If you were interested
I ain't got a clue.
Okay. All right. Well, Rhonda, yay?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, let's give her another review. And let's scale of 1 to 10. What do you call him? Let me see. Let's hit that button. There he is by his hat. What do you think? 1 to 10.
3.
Dang.
He ranked low on that totem pole.
Yeah.
And I think he's had that was airbrushed on there to give him the muscles up in that gut.
Casey said, I'm asking you to help me pronounce something. You have a point there.
I'm better at it than y'all think. I mean, just last week I announced Mr. Smith's name just right.
Now, Scotty, I am old enough to be that kid's mama.
Well, we got an 8. Barbara says she's going with an 8. Casey said -1.
Yeah, LaWanda's got a 0.
If I was his mama, I would probably tell him to keep his clothes on.
But and I don't know who's up for. Isn't it People that does the Sexiest Man Alive every year?
I reckon so.
People magazine.
I'm trying to
We're
George.
on there. We're in the run.
Even I know that I ain't.
We're in the run. We may not get real close to the top.
We ain't gonna get nowhere near it, Odie.
I submitted it.
Maybe we need to do one of those for Meridian, the Sexiest Man Meridian.
Oh yeah.
Now, if they did an award for the people who are as full of mess as y'all are, you'd be rated number 1.
Shayla C. Is that it, Brian? Shayla C. So that could be it.
People are real good at. I have to have it. I have to spell it the way it's supposed to be pronounced, and I might could do that. If I ever get my platform on a major network, there we'll work on having people in the background.
So you're saying that there'll be a bigger,
it'd be a bigger studio.
Studio. Well, not the studio, but it's the people who work in it.
Yeah, we'd have to have more people on that, but it'd be just like Anchorman. He'll say anything that you put on the teleprompter when you go to spell it. I believe too many people.
You don't have to read what's in the parentheses.
That's right.
Okay.
On that singer, can you go back to his picture on stage?
On stage, yeah, we can do that. Here he is.
He's got long hair there. Now go to the one in the gym.
That's called a ponytail, is what that's called. Let's go back down here. Which you can't see. If you look right behind him, it's right back there.
Yeah,
I thought he had extensions or something.
I was fixing to say he had a...
He wanted to pull off
Dolly Parton with the wig.
He wanted to do the Sam Elliott thing. Here he is doing the twist.
What is it, a trucking company or something?
But there he is at it. But I don't know what he sings. I've never. And again, his name is Warren Zeters, and the whole article was about that he had a girlfriend that cheated on him, and he had to dump her.
Well, from what I've seen of Nashville here lately, he don't sing country.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I agree with that. It's you have to sneak up on it. As George Strait and Allen said, it was murder on Music Road. Nobody saw it coming.
Yep.
16th Avenue.
Oh, boy.
Shayla C. All right, we'll go with that. Again, we want to thank y'all for joining us this morning as we've had a lot of fun trying to figure out if he is Mr. Handsome or not, to what's going on locally in your neighborhood, to, well, people streaking throughout our area. It's been a lot of that lately.
Boogie there, boogie, isn't that what you
Here come.
Here come.
That was.
Don't look at those.
Ray Stevens really should get an Oscar for doing that, or a Grammy.
He could come down here and do a new music video.
Yeah,
he could do a music video down at Barry's with Harold.
With Harold, yeah.
Well, Harold's on it now.
Do that.
Well, as we depart each and every day, we like to leave you with a good word, a message from the good Lord. What do we got for a Bible verse today?
Let's see where's he going to go. 1 Corinthians 10:31. So whether you eat or drink or whatever you do, do it all for the glory of God. We'll start off our day with Him, end our day with Him, and keep Him in our lives. And the one good thing is we can talk to Him at any time.
That's right.
Doing anything we want to do. We don't even have to close our eyes if we want.
That's exactly right.
We can talk to Him, and He's there. He's listening. He's always there for us. Y'all have a wonderful day. Friday's coming. Got a whole big day for you planned tomorrow. You don't want to miss it. Until then, remember, we love you and see you then.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.